Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about zodiac's sign and zodiac sign aspect and planet aspects. So it is called Rashi Drishti and Graha Drishti in Sanskrit. So let's get started. So aspect means drishti in Sanskrit. So it means to look or to provide light. So there are two kinds of aspects. One is zodiac or sign aspect called Rashi Drishti. The other is planetary aspect called Graha Drishti. So sign aspect means like the zodiac signs aspect each other based on their type. So it is fixed, like it is based on the sign's position in the zodiac. So it is useful for analyzing the inherent tendencies and relationships between signs in a chart. The planetary aspect is like each planet will be aspecting certain house from their planetary aspect, and it is dynamic. It depends upon the placement of planets in the chart, and it is used to analyze planetary influences on houses and other planets. So let's first look into the sign aspect or Rashi Drishti. This is more applicable in Gemini astrology. So there are three rules on the Rashi Drishti. The first rule is all the movable signs aspect all the fixed signs except the one adjacent to them. So it will, all the movable signs will aspect all the fixed signs except the fixed sign that is adjacent to them. And all the fixed signs will aspect all the movable signs except the movable sign that is adjacent to them. And the final rule is all the dual signs will aspect all the dual signs, that is, they will aspect each other. So here is an example for movable sign. Aries is a movable sign and it aspects all the fixed sign except the one adjacent to it, that is Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign and it is adjacent to Aries. So after Aries, Taurus comes. So Aries will not aspect Taurus but aspect all the other fixed signs. So Aries will aspect Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. And Taurus is a fixed sign, so it will aspect all the movable signs except the one adjacent to it, that is Aries. So Aries is a movable sign. So Taurus will aspect all the movable signs, but it will not aspect Aries. So Taurus aspects Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. So the dual signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. So Gemini is a dual sign, so it aspects all the other dual signs, and Gemini aspects Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. So these slides show the aspects of each zodiac sign. So Aries aspects Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Cancer aspects Scorpio, Aquarius and Taurus. Libra aspects Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. Capricorn aspects Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. And similarly, the fixed signs and dual signs aspects different other signs. The fixed signs, Taurus aspects Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Leo aspects Libra, Capricorn, Aries. Scorpio aspects Capricorn, Aries, Cancer. Aquarius aspects Aries, Cancer, Libra. And for the dual signs, Gemini aspects Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. Virgo aspects Gemini, Sagittarius and Pisces. Sagittarius aspects Gemini, Virgo and Pisces. Pisces aspects Gemini, Virgo and Sagittarius. So now let's look into the example of sign aspects. So this is a hypothetical chart where the ascendant or Lagna is Aries, and Aries is a movable sign. So in the bracket of each zodiac sign, I have written down M, F and D. So M for movable, F for fixed and D for dual. So in this chart, the planet Sun is in Gemini and Moon is in Scorpio sign. So Sun is in the dual sign, Moon is in the fixed sign. Now let's look into the Rashi Drishti for the ascendant. So ascendant denotes the individual's overall personality and life direction. So when the ascendant in this chart, in the ascendant we have the Aries sign. So Aries aspects the sign Aries, aspects Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So in this chart, the Rashi aspect for Aries will be Leo, that is the 5th house, Scorpio, that is the 8th house, and Aquarius, that is the 11th house. So a movable sign will be aspecting the 5th house, means 5th house indicates creativity, intelligence, and children. So those are influenced by the dynamic initiating nature of Aries. So this individual can be proactive and confident in creative endeavors. Scorpio, so it aspects Scorpio, and Scorpio has a transformative energy. So the person, what we can say is this person might take risk or face sudden changes. And the 11th house is related to friendship and gains and ambitions. So that part of life is energized by Aries. So this may lead to bold and innovative goals. Now let's look the Rashi Drishti from the moon sign. So moon is situated in the 8th house in the Scorpio sign. So moon governs emotional tendencies, mental states, and inner desires. So the Scorpio, that is the fixed sign, is aspecting Capricorn, Aries, Capricorn, that is the 10th house, Aries, that is the 1st house, and Cancer, that is the 4th house. So it is, this fixed sign is aspecting the movable signs. So the transformative or the deep and intense nature Scorpio is aspecting the career house. So your career and public reputation are influenced by Scorpio's deep and intense nature. So the individual may be highly focused and strategic in professional pursuits. And your ascendant is also influenced by the Scorpio's transformative nature, and that could make this person passionate and secretive as well in their personality. And it also aspects the 4th house of emotion and domestic life. So this person might experience emotional intensity at home. Now let's look into the Rashi Drishti from the dual sign, that is Sun in Gemini. So Gemini is a dual sign, and it will aspect other dual signs, that is Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So it will aspect the 6th house, 9th house, and 12th house. So 6th house is your work, health, and routine. So they are influenced by Gemini's intellectual and communicative nature. So you could have strong analytical approach to challenges and daily activities. So it will also, Gemini also aspect 9th house from the 3rd house, like 9th house, and 9th house is higher learning and spirituality and travel. So those are influenced by Gemini's curiosity. So the individual may seek diverse experiences and knowledge. And then it will aspect the 12th house as well. So the subconscious and spiritual dimension of the 12th house are influenced by Gemini's versatility. This aspect might create a strong need for creative or intellectual exploration of hidden realms. So from the Rashi Drishti of these 3 key planets or key placements like Ascendant, Moon, and Sun, we observe the following. So what this person, regarding the Ascendant, this person has a Aries Ascendant. So this person will be a proactive and bold personality. So and then it aspects Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So it will energize the areas of creativity, transformation, and ambitions. And regarding the moon's placement in Scorpio, so it will intensify the emotions, and since it's aspecting 10th house and 4th house and 1st house, so you could focus more on career, self, and home. And the sun, looking at the sun's placement, so you would have, this person would have, this person's life will be driven by curiosity, learning, and adaptability. So Now let's look into the practical example of this Rashi Drishti. So for example, let's say a person with this chart has come for career guidance. Now looking at the Rashi Drishti, what we can say is the 10th house is aspected by Scorpio, so indicating deep and transformative approach to their career. 11th house is aspected, so for career we will see the 10th house for profession, 11th house for gains or income, and 6th house for day-to-day work. So 10th house is aspected by Scorpio, so this person will have deep and transformative approach to their career. 11th house is aspected by Aries, so they will have a dynamic and goal-oriented outlooks in gains and social networks. And 6th house is aspected by Gemini, Gemini Sun, so it will show the analytical and intellectual approach to problem solving and routines or day-to-day tasks. So what we can say from this above analysis, what we can conclude is that this person might excel in fields requiring strategy, deep research, innovative thinking such as technology, psychology, or scientific research. Now let's move on to planetary aspects or Graha Drishti. So this is mainly applicable in Parasara astrology. And this system is dynamic and depends upon the position of planets in the chart. So there's a standard, there are different kinds of planetary aspects. The standard aspect is that every planet has a 7th house aspect from its position. So this is universal. For example, a planet in the 1st house will aspect the 7th house, and a planet in the 4th house will aspect the 10th house, that is 7 place from itself. So there are special aspects as well. Some planets have additional special aspects beyond the 7th house. So Mars aspects 4th, 7th, and 8th house. Jupiter aspects 5th, 7th, and 9th house. Saturn aspects 3rd, 7th, and 10th house. And Rahu and Ketu, they are often considered to aspect the 5th and 9th house. And directional influence. So the strength and impact of planetary aspect depend on the house or planet receiving the aspect, as well as dignity of that planet. For example, if the planet is in its own house or in the exaltation house, then the planet strength or the strength of the aspect will increase. And Graha Drishti is dynamic, that is based on where the planets are placed in the chart. So according to Brihat Parasara Hora Shastra, each planet has 1/4 aspect on 3rd and 10th house from itself, 2/4 aspects on 5th and 9th house from itself, 3/4 aspect on 4th and 8th house from itself, and 4/4 or full aspect on 7th house from itself. And Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars have special aspects. Saturn aspects 3rd and 10th house from itself by full aspect. Mars aspects 4th and 8th house from itself by full aspect. Jupiter aspects 5th and 9th house from itself by full aspects. So these special aspects are for only these 3 planets, Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn. And these partial aspects is for all the other planets. And the full aspects, it's for all the planets. Now, from the above, we can come to know that all planets except Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars have full aspects on the 7th house. So this is for all other planets, and this is for Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars. Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars have partial aspects on the 7th house. So one thing we need to consider and we need to note is that not all the planets have full aspects on the 7th house. These 3 planets have partial aspects on the 7th house. They have full aspects on their special houses, but not on the 7th house. So Saturn has 1/4 aspect on the 5th and 9th house, 2/4 aspect on 4th and 8th house, 3/4 aspect on 7th house, and full aspect on 3rd and 10th house. Jupiter has full aspect on 5th and 9th house, 1/4 aspect on 4th and 8th house, 2/4 aspect on the 7th house, and 3/4 aspect on the 3rd and 10th house. Mars has 3/4 aspect on 5th and 9th house, full aspect on 4th and 8th house, 1/4 aspect on 7th house, and 2/4 aspect on 3rd and 10th house. And all other planets have 2/4 aspect on 5th and 9th house, 3/4 aspect on 4th and 8th house, full aspect on 7th house and 1/4 aspect on 3rd and 10th house. So the aspect of each individual planets. So Sun's aspect will bring vitality, authority, and clarity. Moon's aspect will bring additional emotion, nurturing, and intuitive energy. Mars aspect will bring aggression, action, and transformative energy. Mercury's aspect will emphasize communication, intellect, and adaptability. Jupiter aspects is protective, expansive, and uplifting. It promotes growth, wisdom, and positivity. Venus aspect brings beauty, harmony, love, and material comfort. Saturn aspects is restrictive and disciplinary. It teaches patience, hard work, and practicality. Rahu aspects is obsessive and magnifying, bringing innovation, confusion, etc. And Ketu aspect brings detachment, spiritual insight, or chaos as well, depending on its placement. So let's look into a practical example to analyze the planetary aspects. So in this example, the ascendant is Leo, Jupiter is in the 5th house in Sagittarius, Saturn is in the 7th house in Aquarius, Mars is in the 10th house in Taurus. So let's analyze the Jupiter's aspects. So Jupiter is in the 5th house, and so Jupiter has 5, 9, and 7 house aspects. So counting from this position of the Jupiter from the 5th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Jupiter will aspect the 9th house, 6, 7. Jupiter will aspect the 11th house, 8, 9. And Jupiter will aspect the 1st house. So what Jupiter will bring from its aspect are, it will boost wisdom and good fortune in the 9th house. It will promote gains, friendship in the 11th house, and it will bring positivity and vitality in the 1st house. Now Saturn is in the 7th house. Saturn has 3rd, 7th, and 10th aspect. So 3rd, 1, 2, 3, it will aspect the 9th house. 4, 5, 6, 7, it will aspect the 1st house. 8, 9, 10, it will aspect the 10th house. So Saturn will restrict or add responsibilities to higher education and travel by aspecting the 9th house. Saturn will teach patience and discipline to personal identity by aspecting the 1st house. And Saturn will might delay or complicate domestic matters by aspecting the 4th house. Now let's analyze the aspect of Mars. Mars is in the 10th house. It has 3 aspects, 4th, 7th, and 8th. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It will aspect the 1st house. 5, 6, 7. It will aspect the 4th house. 8. It will aspect the 5th house. So Mars will energize the career and self-expression by aspecting the 1st house. It will create intensity in home and property matters by aspecting 4th house. And it will add ambition to creative pursuits or speculative gains by aspecting the 5th house. So the key insights that we get from planetary aspects are, they combine planetary nature and placement to provide a detailed picture of influences in the chart. And each aspect varies in strength based on the planetary dignity, house rulership, mutual interaction as well. And so the understanding of planetary aspects is critical for timing events, analyzing relationship, and predicting outcomes. So from the sign aspect and planetary aspects, we get some key insights, and they are about holistic understanding. So from the sign aspect or Rashi Drishti, we get to know a macro view of energy exchanges in the chart, and from planet aspect or Graha Drishti, we get to know a micro view of planetary interactions and their tangible effects. So in a practical use perspective, the sign aspect can be used to understand the foundational dynamics of the chart, including house-to-house relationships, and planet aspect can be used for specific predictions and analyzing how planets influence events and areas of life. So both systems can be used together for a complete reading. For example, if a planet aspects a house in both sign and planets aspect, its influence is amplified. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.